Shut up, Bill.
Shut the fuck up, Bill. I mean, for those who can't read, or maybe using closed captions, the title says, shut the fuck up, Bill Goldberg. And please, shut the fuck up, Bill Goldberg. Manny, let's start the show. Hold on. Shit.
I pressed the wrong button. I'm so sorry! Bitch.
He deserved it. You deserve it. You deserve it. That's for the Bret Hart's career early, bitch.
I don't get why this man is complaining. He came across. I watched the interview with Ariel Helwani. He came across as a big fucking baby.
Wah, wah, I'm Goldberg. Who's next? Tears because I'm a little bitch and I'm crying over this. It makes no sense, Manny. Why he's so upset?
58 years old. The money is in socials these days. He's mad that they cut him off after 28 seconds of his retirement speech.
Lucky he can come for the first 28 milliseconds of his retirement speech. I've never wanted to hear Goldberg talk. As soon as he started talking to Lure and Luster was off. Let me get this straight. The man felt he was done dirty because they cut him off in his speech. You know what, motherfucker? At least you got a retirement match. There are some people out there who have done more for this business who never got a chance to get their flowers or their retirement match. So
in a world heavyweight title match, no less, as well.
Yeah, against some arguably one of the best, if not the best, in-ring technicians for wrestlers in the world. It's ridiculous that he got a nationally broadcast final match on NBC for Saturday Night Main Event. A show built all around his final match. It's not like anybody was clamoring for this other than him who wanted to see, who wanted to show his kids, yeah, they actually do like me. Because no, I believe, and I'm speaking for all the IWC and every wrestling fan out there, man, let me get a hallelujah, that he has been a piece of shit to this industry for a long time. From the beginning, never learned to wrestle, never respected his opponent, injuring his opponents or co-workers, having a big head and ego in the back. It's ridiculous. For you to even think that you are up there with people like The Undertaker or Cena or Jeff Jarrett. Yes, Jeff Jarrett is ahead of you in my retirement farewell speech. I believe that, and I mean that, because Jeff Jarrett has done more for this industry than Goldberg has ever done. Goldberg's entire wrestling career spans of 14 minutes. I did the math. I don't know if you can verify that, but 14 minutes of in-ring actual wrestling.
That's very much wrong, Marcus, because Goldberg's match was 14 to 15 minutes on Saturday Night's Main Event, and that's probably due to Seth Rollins' injury on Saturday Night's Main Event, where they had to pivot. Was it a mistake? Was it a mistake to cut him off after 28 seconds? Yes, but that was network TV. What could they possibly do? It was network TV. They had to pivot real quick. So I don't know why he's complaining. More people were going to watch his retirement speech online anyway. Look, I don't have them to hand because I didn't actually realize that we were going to rant on this. But if anyone's in the chat, can you pull up the views or the rating on Saturday Night's Main Event on NBC for last Saturday? If someone could do that in the chat while we carry on.
Carry on.
But like he's going, they wouldn't have done that to The Undertaker. The Undertaker was a bigger star than Goldberg. The Undertaker is WWE's own creation.
Yes.
The WWE gave him his 5-part documentary series on his way out because it's the fucking Undertaker. But The Undertaker, his final match was a cinematic match against AJ Styles. Styles during the pandemic. Now, granted, he won't shut the fuck up on every platform he's got, The Undertaker. but he didn't get that like retirement speech until he kind of went to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
John Cena has earned the right by being in the company for however like 20 plus years to have his retirement tour. He in fact has made way more money for WWE than Bill Goldberg has ever done.
Yeah. Probably even more money than Goldberg made for WCW in his prime. I'm just saying, I think his view is so arrogant and so selfish. And to hear that he might be leveraging this to go sign with AEW so he can do his final match over there and try to get another send-off makes me even more sad. It's like a kid asking for 2 birthday parties. You only get one. Let me get 2 Christmases this year, Manny. You ain't Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Who the fuck you think you are? Like, and Ric Flair, you may say, oh, he tarnished his retirement legacy. A lot of people still appreciate, one, all the years Ric Flair put in this industry, even though he's probably a big piece of shit, but he put in the work. He was the wrestler's wrestler. He's everybody's favorite. Everybody knew him. He was an icon to the industry. Goldberg, you're not even lacing up Ric Flair's boots. You can't even lick his boots. You couldn't even lick the shit off my boots of the years I put into this industry. And as a bald man, Manny, I am offended that this man is associated with all other bald men. Goldberg can go spear these nuts into hell and kiss some ass or something. I don't know what I'm saying.
So Kane's provided the numbers. So the Saturday's main event did 1.4 million on NBC.
Yeah.
1.4 million. You don't even know how many people were still tuned in to the end of that. That's cumulatively how people.
That's the average.
That's the average. I don't know if that number's correct on WWE's YouTube because I've got the thing up where it says full segment Goldberg delivers farewell address after Saturday's main event, and that's showing me 1.2 million views. But Kane's got it as 2.4 million on WWE's YouTube and another 861 or so on WWE Espanol. But you've got to realize that we're not even including the numbers that's probably done on TikTok and the numbers it's probably done on Instagram through clips. So this man needs to shut the fuck up because people saw him speak. And those that wanted to hear them speak would go watch the full segment online.
Yeah, let me ask this, Manny. Who cares? At the end of the day, who really cares that this speech wasn't broadcast on television? You see award shows with the Oscars. Does anybody care about those speeches? At the end of the day, no.
No.
I personally do not care about you, Goldberg, and I believe most people don't either. I'll tell you, it's not like your speech was going to change the world. The world's still going to be where it's at right now anyway. It's not. You're not going to say anything poignant. You're going to say something about you're going to talk about yourself. I think in his speech he said there will never be another Goldberg. Bitch, please. Braun Breaker does wrestling better than you any day of the week, and I would take that. And he's only been in the industry for X amount of years. Get out of here.
He's talking like he is, like you mentioned Sting. No, you didn't even mention Sting. He's talking as if he's like fucking Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan. He's not even on those levels.
No.
People people that did probably way more than him for wrestling, like Kevin Nash. I don't think he even had a proper like retirement.
No. And look, let me tell you speeches. Yes, this man's a piece of shit, another piece of shit in the wrestling industry. The Ultimate Warrior didn't deserve a speech. He got one. He got a send-off. He didn't have a last match or anything, but he got a send-off. And he had a speech and then died. It was terrible, and people got emotional. But I'm just saying, speeches don't mean shit. It's about your body of work. It's about the people who want to hear you speak. I wanted to hear Adam Cole speak this week because I didn't know he was injured like that. Thanks, Kyle Fletcher, for that, by the way. Fucking piece of shit. God damn it. But all I'm saying is that I want to hear Bryan Danielson. I wanted to hear Edge. I wanted to hear, you got all these people. Even when Mark Henry did his fake out, he deserved it for all the years he spent in my life as Sexual Chocolate and as the world's strongest man.
Triple H and the rest of TK should have been just like, fuck him at the end of the day because he's not. If this happened to Sting, I'd be like, okay, that's fucking wrong.
Sting got a rough send-off.
But
Sting had a rough send-off.
Sting went out
WWE.
quite Sting. But overall, the way AEW handled Sting's final send-off, it was perfect.
Yeah,
it was perfect. But if they did that to Sting, I'd be more annoyed. I'd be annoyed because it's like Sting's not out there wasn't out there at his age trying to make it about him.
I mean, he didn't lose in AEW.
Yeah, but that's Tony Khan. That was Tony Khan.
I'm just joking.
No. But like, see, Goldberg at his age, where he was still wrestling into his mid to late 50s. Bear in mind, he hasn't wrestled in like 4 years.
Hold on, Manny. I want to fact check you right now. I'm sorry to fact check you on the air live in this rant, but Goldberg has never wrestled in his entire career.
But he was still having it made about him at that age when he didn't really put anyone over. He destroyed the Fiend. Oh, yeah. Not that I even care about that whole care about the Fiend as much, but like
bigger impact in wrestling than Goldberg.
Yeah, he's made a bigger impact in wrestling than Goldberg. I feel. Mm-hmm. I just feel he is a 58-year-old man still trying to make it about himself.
Yeah, and it's the way it's always been for him. He acted like he was so great for this industry and in this business. You drew, fine. So did a lot of other people, but you were a flash in the pan. You were hot to a girl for 1997. That's what it was. People were like, "Oh, it's cool." And then you took the electrocution shock from Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, who also probably didn't get proper send-offs, who are also bigger stars. And then everything after that, after your undefeated streak, you had nothing. Asuka, who ran on a prominent WWE undefeated streak, is more respected for her years of wrestling in Japan and her years in WWE. And honestly, if she doesn't she should get a proper send-off. And if she wants to go to the speech, and maybe I don't understand the speech, and she just goes baka, 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 I will be okay with that over anything that Goldberg's doing.
Yeah, Kane mentioned he beat KO for the title, right? Yeah, he beat him in like 2 minutes. KO was actually just using stalling tactics to make this actually longer because I feel like they wanted KO to go out there and just lose in like 30 seconds. Yeah, and that was at the height of KO and Chris Jericho doing you just made the list and all that, the thing of friendship. The Festival of Friendship.
Festival of Friendship. Yeah.
Yeah, they were at the height of all that stuff, and then because Goldberg came around, that happened. I just feel like he hasn't really elevated anyone.
Yeah.
Like you'd think. Do you know when people got pissed about, say, Kurt Angle when he lost to Baron Corbin at WrestleMania? Yeah. People aren't going to say that about Gunther. I feel I feel bad for Gunther having to have beat this man because it doesn't add a notch into your belt or anything, does it? It's like I beat a 58-year-old Bill Goldberg.
Can I put it on part? Goldberg's more a celebrity than Mr. T, Jelly Roll, or
first of all, don't disrespect Bad Bunny and Mr. T like that.
I'm just calling, they had their moment.
You can have Jelly Roll. You can have Jelly Roll. You can have Jeremy Piven if you want.
Jeremy Piven, shit. Don't throw John Stewart in there too. We want to bring up weird shit. Stephen Amell.
Nah, I give Stephen Amell credit.
More credit to Goldberg. I believe Stephen Amell had more matches than Goldberg when the show goes. What the fuck?
But yeah, no, I don't think Goldberg has any point to any of this.
No, he has no argument. It happened. Okay, they cut your speech off. People got to, like you said, they checked it out online for the people who wanted to check it out. Honestly, if you were a bigger deal, 2.4 million views is kind of low. Drawing 1.2 million views for your final match on national TV, really low. I don't believe
Roman did Roman get like 100 million across all social platforms on his return?
Yeah. I mean, like, so many things have gotten more views where people were cared about. If they cared, they would have showed up. if you were to tell me this Saturday, the next Saturday night main event is John Cena's final match, which possibly could be on the Saturday night main event in Boston or something like that, they rumored.
No, so I think John Cena's last match will be on Saturday night's main event because I think that's the last show booked in that December show. I think is booked in Boston.
Yeah. So hypothetically, we don't know yet. We can't confirm it, but it's more than likely that's probably going to be his last show, right?
Yeah.
I'm damn sure it's going to do more than 1.4 million views.
But again, it's John Cena.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's important people in wrestling. And Goldberg, you are on, yes, you were popular at a time, but you aren't an icon of the sport or the industry.
Look, most people are our age when he was hot at these parts that stuck around that really know Goldberg.
Yeah.
A lot of those people that have probably moved on. A lot of them probably moved on. Whereas like the next generation,
where that Jesus,
no,
man.
Next people have probably they've moved on, stop liking wrestling. But most the C Nation has refreshed and got new members all the time.
Yes,
all the time. It's been going on for 20 years. That's gonna be huge when he retires.
Yeah, it's because everybody knows John Cena. Not even just John Cena
became
the
a
wrestler.
meme.
Yeah, John Cena the meme, John Cena the actor, Manny. Like there's John Cena, you have the rapper. Like you just have them in all these different pockets of life, from whether it's TV, movies, or wrestling, or something like that, or memes. The man is popular like that, and you know the only person who probably can say they have achieved all of John Cena stuff, it's probably The Rock. I mean, Batista got popular, but I don't think he's John Cena popular.
Well, The Rock's a different story in itself.
Yeah. He's a different element. But you know what I mean?
Because if you think about The Rock, his time in WWE is so short, and he's that over.
Yeah.
Like wrestling wise, his career, he didn't. I think he wrestled about the same amount of time Goldberg had.
Maybe.
Think about actual years active.
Yeah,
The Rock wasn't in it for that long. The Rock's probably in it actively for about maybe 7 years.
Yeah, but considering The Rock he was an icon at the peak of the big wrestling industry in the Attitude Era and the Monday Night Wars, and became a movie star and all that. Still want some of the large pop. And then when you go to Goldberg's counterpart, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Dude, he gets pops like he's still wrestling when he comes out. And the loudest fucking pops.
He crashed into a woman drunk at WrestleMania, and I don't think anything's happened.
No one's ever gonna say anything bad. I think Steve Austin has a lifetime. Just do what the fuck you want, man. Do what the fuck you want. The man's been convicted of charges.
And the man's a woman beater.
Yeah. No, it don't matter. Steve Austin, man. Like, and you may say he changed and something like that, but no, it's Steve Austin. There's icons, there's levels to this. You are now on that level. You are in the level of Ultimate Warrior. That time Ryback was yelling, "Feed me more." I know he's probably bigger than Ryback. I know I'm being mean, but just that second or third tier category of these. Oh, I remember this guy, but I also remember the Big Boss Man. I remember the man they call Vader. People like that who are huge stars, in my opinion, who did more work than Goldberg, who deserved more appreciation. Hell, even that psychopath, the mayor of Knox County, Kane, deserves a proper send-off before Goldberg.
Do you know what? There was no real development with the Goldberg character. I think that's what it was. Yeah. It stayed the same. It hasn't changed for years.
Yeah.
It didn't change. It's the same tired act since 1997.
Yeah, and then like just in general in life, I can't think of anything Goldberg has ever done good. Like, there's never a good positive story about Goldberg. No one ever tells positive story about Goldberg. In the background of Goldberg in the thumbnail of his speech is Diamond Dallas Page. He has done so much good in the world. Like, just good. He should be the one who gets a proper send off. Like, I don't want him wrestling again. He's close to the 70s. But I'm saying give that man his flowers. I know he's in the Hall of Fame and whatnot. But I'm just saying he deserved a speech at the end for all the hard work he's done of trying to save lives and the yoga. He's like having a side hustle.
He saved fucking Jake the Snake. He prolonged Scott Hall's life.
Yeah. And it goes on and on. Just a lot of goodwill and stuff with that. And it's like, Goldberg, you ain't Dusty Rhodes. You ain't shit. Just stop. I don't even. You know what? I'm done. I don't even think he's not even worth the 20 minutes we talked about. In fact, this 20 minutes are longer than any match he's ever had.
R-Truth has shown character development. He was K-Quick, which is basically just R-Truth Jr. Ron the Truth Killings is a completely different act. And then Ron Killings, who's trying to be serious, is way different to R-Truth. R-Truth has had elements to his career. And let's not forget, R-Truth was a NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
First black NWA World Heavyweight Champion,
exactly.
Baby. And first black TNA champion. Like, he's had a career. Like, you may just remember him for the past 15 years of a comedy figure. But the man's had a really good wrestling career. He's also started the movie The Wrestler and got the Ram back on the drugs. Oh, man. You know what? Randy the Ram deserved his flowers before Goldberg.
J.K. Smith said DDP gave him his best match. He was the Dennis Quaid character and the rookie considering when he was broken.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't. I think he's the wrestling. He's like 35.
Thing is, regardless of what DDP has done, I don't remember that much of DDP's wrestling career because I was a WWF kid back then. But do you know what I do remember, Marcus?
What?
When I flipped the channel, I do remember DDP's taped ribs. I always remember that. They were always taped.
DDP, just to celebrate him, I guess, was someone who, as a kid, I didn't even understand what this character was. I was like, what is this, rich white trash? Is that his gimmick? I don't know what his gimmick is. Mr. Tate Ribs here? But over the years, you start appreciating it. When I got older and watching ODB, like, oh, you know what? He was actually really solid.
Yeah.
And stuff. He didn't really do much in WWE, but during his heyday and the Carmelo Rodman things, that was hot. He did give Goldberg his best match that I think they cut off from Halloween Havoc. It never had a conclusion on television, but that's WCW bullshit that you have to deal with back in the day. It's just a dishonor to everybody that he thinks he deserves the longest speech.
All right, should we get back into the rest of the show?
Let's start the show. Let's give people a regular show.
Because we still got to cover Toni Storm celebrates her victory. We've still got, can Masha Slamovich win the NXT title?
Yes, can a TNA wrestler win a WWE title, Manny? It's fascinating. I think it has to happen.
It needs to happen.
Because Trick got the other one, they got to switch it.
Yeah, they have to switch it.
And
but I think Trick might be losing
beautiful champion. Not to jump. Oh, sorry.
I think Trick might be losing this weekend.
Yeah, he's gonna lose to AJ.
The end of the family. You know, I did not care about this.
I cared about the video packages.
And then the spotlight is on you, Darby, as you have returned to Dynamite.
Who's that masturbating to on your rooftop? Oh no, it's Darby Allin.
Let's just jump right into AEW Dynamite, Marcus. It kicks off with Hangman Adam Page. He comes out there pandering to the audience for about 5 minutes. He thanks.
The man came out and he seemed sincere. You come out and make it seem like he was a piece of shit. Oh, he's faking it all. He hates everybody.
No, because I hate his promo voice. When he's being sincere like this, he speaks like this and then it has a certain uptone to it. And then he moves on to his next sentence.
Mm.
It's like, Marcus, he's trying to do a David Attenborough nature documentary where he's talking about the elephant walking through the Serengeti.
That is 100% dead on. Exactly how Hangman Page talks when he does his babyface promo. And man, you may hate that, but you know what? I'm gonna love it even more. Now that you did that,
I know you would.
He's
That's
like,
why
he's out there walking in nature, seeing a Monty Brown in his proper environment, the Serengeti, ready to do the pounce at any given moment. He does sound like that.
He does, Marcus. That was the problem.
But before we go on and you can read about the rest of the show, I would like to give AEW a thumbs up. I know we normally give strikes for this show. We're a very negative show. I know that. We don't have anything. We don't have anything for positivity on this show. So I can just do, This venue is beautiful, man. I love this place. I know they're going to be there a few weeks and I may get sick of it. But
no, it looked good. It
looks so good.
It looked really
I
nice.
am so happy. I love that AEW goes to these smaller venues, and I love that each venue is different. And you go like, oh, that's an interesting environment. And if they have a video game, I would love to fucking play in these things.
It was packed too.
Yeah, it's packed. I really enjoyed this venue. I was like, this is beautiful. But I also knew from watching the watch along and just common knowledge, AEW wasn't really going to do anything this week, storyline wise. I mean, you like in reaction, they weren't going to do shit. They walked in and everybody was like, we're on the same page. We're not fucking working today. I mean, there people work their ass off in the ring. I'm not going to take it away from people, but
no. They did the thing, but like obviously, I don't appreciate any of these matches. He thanks everyone involved with the war to free that title. He thanked Orange Cassidy, Jay White, Cope, The Ops, Bryan Danielson, Darby Allin, Will Ospreay, and lastly, he doesn't know if he helped. Let me read it like it. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought you would. I was like, hey man, you got to the place.
Or if he helped AEW, or if he thanked, or for a slight moment, he helped me. But I'd like to thank Swerve Strickland, as I am the champion of the fucking world.
So here's my problem with promos like this, and this is just in general. I had no problem with Hangman's promo. I thought he was fine. I thought it was a solid promo. It was a babyface promo. Manny's doing a 100% accurate description of how this man talks. My problem is when wrestlers say they do it for the fans, and this goes to WWE as well. When that pandering.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe any boxer has ever done anything like that, or MMA fight. Yeah, I'm doing it for you people. Why? You're doing it for the money and the glory. Get the fuck out of here. If we weren't here, you'd still be fighting Jon Moxley. I'm just saying, it's just one of my pet peeves in wrestling or anywhere. Like when LeBron legit said, Cleveland, I did it. This is for you. You believe that shit because, he grew up there. You have a full backstory and they have never won a championship. That makes sense.
My problem with this was it didn't set up anything. Like MJF should have been there. He shouldn't have had a backstage interview after All In or during All In because that thing probably still hasn't finished. I think much like the way Tony Storm came out there and was interrupted by Athena, even by a video package, I think Hangman should have been actually interrupted by MJF and said what he had to say because it then gives you some momentum off of All In to go to Forbidden Door.
Okay, Manny. So I'm going to prove that I can talk with my hands too. Okay,
I'm Stevie Turnering.
You are doing all types of things.
Stevie Turner is dead, thanks to Jordan Grace. So that means I can do Karate Man on the show freely.
Hold on. As I do my conversation.
Swim.
This swim. And then I open something up. I don't know what it was.
Breaststroke.
And then I'm bringing it back in. And I'm going to doggy paddle a little bit on this next comment. I wish Jon Moxley would have showed up on the not anybody else, but Jon Moxley because he lost his title. And he can go because they're having a match later. He can promote the match for later. We're having this 6-man. And I'm trying. And Hangman's not over yet. He needed one of those. And him twitching. I'm gonna come back to you, or it starts tonight. and you set up the main event because they were in the main event. That's all I wanted. So I guess they wanted to let him have his fucking moment.
Because I'm pretty sure this MJF thing isn't going to happen at Forbidden Door, but like you should be like at least having whoever it is coming in from New Japan to set up whoever the fuck is going to face him at Forbidden Door. Yeah. You need to start doing that type of stuff. It's like you've got how many weeks to Forbidden Door? Like maybe 6.
Yeah, but it's Forbidden Door. I believe he's probably fighting someone from New Japan, maybe even Zack Sabre Jr. And by the way, I'd like to apologize for the dog paddle conversation. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what that was. It's not going to talk. It's like doing Thriller and shit. But you go on this side and you want to be Zack. Anyway, let's get on to the show. Let's get all these tag matches, multi-women matches.
Well, we got our first singles match, which was Kyle Fletcher versus Mascara Dorado.
Strike.
First of all, fuck Kyle. All right? Fuck him.
Man, what if it's incidental? I read reports that the man is much like in the background, but he is the cause for Adam Cole's basically potential retirement.
Now, I know it's wrong that people still go off the Ridge for for suplexing Big E and obviously Big putting Big E on the shelf, essentially. But if you're going to do that to Ridge, you've got to do the same type of energy to Kyle. Because I think Adam Cole and Big E are on that same kind of fucking level of loved by the fans. I don't hear anyone that really goes out of their way to sprite hate about Adam Cole, the man. The man. Not the wrestler. He looks skinny. Yeah, he got John. But when you hear that he's been going through health problems, I'm like, sure, okay, I'll give you a pass.
Yeah. I think Kyle Fletcher should get the same energy as not Ridge Holland, but as Nia Jax at this point. There are multiple incidents, multiple featured Adam Cole, to be honest. And the fact that you did that, I know the injury wasn't from the latest one, wasn't from the powerbomb on the apron, but that's one where people were concerned for Adam Cole, who was just coming back and telling us about how he was. So you feel for Adam Cole, and then. On Collision, when you hear that from these lariats that he was just throwing hard just to do it, when who gives a shit about those lariats? You could have did those soft and it'd been fine. If you see Okada's Rainmaker, they ain't got nothing on it no more. The man lost his fastball, if you want to call it that. You could have did those, but to be that reckless and to not be reprimanded, to just be on TV this week, it just didn't sit right with me. That's why I gave this match a strike right away. There's nothing that Mr. Dorado did at all. In fact, he was extremely athletic and extremely entertaining, even though I do question one spot he did where it made no sense why he went from the turnbuckle just to jump onto he went from the pole to get to the turnbuckle where he could just jump off the turnbuckle.
But Marcus, do you remember what's his name?
Sin Cara.
Sammy Guevara.
Okay.
He's had numerous incidents, but like when he did that thing, when he landed on Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
And nearly destroyed his face. I believe, amongst many other issues, he was discarded to ROH for a long time, and we didn't see him for a very long time.
Absolutely.
And we barely see him now. Now, I'm not saying Kyle did all this stuff intentionally, but when you're wrestling the likes of Adam Cole, who's had a history of all this stuff, type of injuries, I think you wrestle that match a little bit more differently, even if Adam Cole's telling you to go fucking hit.
Yeah, you wrestle safe. Take care. The main thing about what I learned from wrestlers in all their interviews, all their podcasts, all their YouTube videos, you take care of your fellow wrestler. That's your job, to make sure it's safe. Bret Hart goes out there, fuck Bill Goldberg, as he was saying with the show. He would be in support of this episode. Says that his favorite thing about his career is that he never actually injured anybody, which is a plus. And he prides himself after that. And I think more wrestlers should pride themselves after that. And on a Thursday night random collision that probably, less than 1% of the world would have ever seen. You're going to fucking hit me like in my interstate like Adam Cole was as hard as you can. Fuck you. And I think there should be some reprimand to it. Maybe he's a nice guy. Maybe it's not intentional, but there should be some type of penalty. Maybe there's an undisclosed fine going on. Where's the discipline committee? Damn it!
Well, the discipline committee was wearing a blue mask and taking care of the Death Riders.
The discipline committee don't exist. It only existed when Punk was there. Everybody else,
they disbanded.
Kind of like, yeah, all right, don't worry. Yeah.
So Kyle wins, says it's his life mission, take everything away from Dustin Rhodes. The Young Bucks come to work in an Uber. Renee disrespects them asking how they feel not being EVPs anymore. And then Marina Fisher just looks at them disappointed. Ricochet says it sucks to be them right now. Don Callis thinks it's an abomination that the company treat them like jobbers after losing on one match. Don wants to do business. They agree, but don't want to join his family.
Manny, let's say you lost your EVP status. You showing to work on an Uber?
Yeah.
I'm still not, man. I still got a little of that money. I hope I didn't spend it all. I feel like it went that bad. But honestly, I think they should have been. I enjoyed these skits. It was a little throwback of like the Attitude Era or even Bobby the Brain Heat being locked out of Raw and stuff.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that the entrance was that they couldn't get pyro no more and that they're mocking them with the thing. I thought Justin Roberts went a little step too far with his intro. I'm talking about they used to be like some of that stuff didn't make sense to me. I think they should have had to just beg for their job back. I think Tony should have fired them.
And then Hechicero chokes out Bandito in a four-way 8-man tag with Bandito, Jet Speed, Brody King versus Josh Alexander, Hechicero, and the Young Bucks.
You mean all the people Tony don't really care about? Yeah. That's what I call this match. People Tony don't care about. And you want to know why I want to give Tony a strike and I'm upset about this?
Why?
I believe you're in agreement here. You're a fan of Bandito, right?
I mean, I'm not. I don't dislike him. I think he had. I think from what people are saying is he had a great match at Supercard of Honor.
Yeah,
I haven't yet seen it.
Why the fuck is he taking the pin?
I don't know.
All these other losers in this match, and I mean that. Why are all these other people who lose every week?
As Eric calls him, Karate Man.
Yeah,
should have been taking the pin for this.
Yeah, or
Kevin Knight.
Yeah, I didn't understand why Bandito took the pin. Hell, even Brody King could have took the. This is the Brody King match, right?
Yeah.
Brody King could have took the pin. Because Bandito has been, as they're saying, having the hottest or best 2025 of anybody in the company, Ring of Honor or AEW, whatever that allegation is or whatnot. I would have protected him. I don't think he should have got pinned.
MJF is glad Hangman won because he's got something to prove to his idiotic fans that think that Hangman is a good guy and that Hangman is the best wrestler in the world. MJF says he's the physical embodiment of Hangman's depression and he can't wait to put him back in a pit of his own despair.
It's a dark thing to say, but respect. So we confirmed on the show this is like a Money in the Bank contract. He can have his match whenever he wants.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he's not gonna do what he says and say I'm gonna fight you straight up or whatever. He's gonna do something underhanded.
Yeah. Coke came out. He said he came back to end at FTR.
Man, he's back to being Adam Copeland.
No, he's still being called Coke.
No, they say coming up Adam Copeland in the package, and everybody's calling him Adam Copeland. They call him Adam and stuff now.
Well, he came back to end FTR because they took months away from his career. He doesn't know how long he's got left. Every time he steps in could be his last. He did not come back to help Christian Cage. Stokely comes out. Apparently, he sent anonymous emails to everyone regarding Adam's actions. If he gets involved in FTR business, he will be fired.
Yeah.
Stokely gets speared because he didn't say anything about going near him.
Poor Stokely. But yeah, that was that segment. Are you interested in Cope?
No.
Christian and Cope against FTR in one of the oldest tag matches in the history of wrestling?
If they do the hits, fine. If it progresses to 20 to 30 minute matches, no, thank you.
I have one more concerto in this feud before we get to wherever we're going with this.
I will only accept another concerto if it's to Dax, and he wakes up and he doesn't love his family. He doesn't love pro wrestling.
I want him to wake up and his mustache is gone. No, the only thing I really love. I don't care about my family. I love that mustache. I don't care about pro wrestling. The mustache is gone.
Marcus, Tony Khan needs to pay his wrestlers more if he keeps throwing out 100K incentives.
Well, where is he paying them to? I don't understand. So they've done these money matches for the pesos and the 100K. I think they're the 400K and that. Yeah, they've done these matches. But can they explain to me what you get if you win a normal match? Like earlier tonight, we had the singles match between Kyle Fletcher and Dorado. I can't remember the full name.
Mascara
Dorado. How much was that match for? Show me the price for every match. I don't care. I would be more invested if you show me the price of this match. What, 10 grand? What's your over and under for this match, Manny? I'm not giving them more than $200. It's a $200 match.
Willow Nightingale takes on Chris Statlander, Thekla, and Queen Amanata. I just feel like Thekla and Queen Amanata just are bonded by the hip at this moment in time because they're in every match together wherever they go. Julia appears, spits black mist in Queen Amanata's face. Thekla stomps her for the win.
Spit in AEW face.
Yeah.
Second black one spit on an AEW.
In about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Outrageous.
It's getting out of hand here. It's getting out of hand. So they're forming some type of clique, a faction, a trios team. Hopefully it doesn't lead to like a new belt of a trios women title. But I thought it was a solid match. I didn't understand Willow being upset with Statlander for pulling Aubrey, who I believe counted the 3 anyway.
Because they're still beefing, Marcus. They've still got beef, long-term beef.
But, man, $100,000 on the line right now. I'm not chasing you away. I know. My brain's not going to kick out like, nope, not that crazy. Not that upset. I'm getting my ass back in that ring. You can run all you want, Statlander. We got to get back in there. There's $100,000 in the line. This is a serious match. This ain't no bullshit. Lindsay Dorado match. That's about $150 if you win. Show me the pay window. Show me the pay window list.
Then we get Tony Storm's victory speech. She said this. She did various rhymes. It's that bitch you want to itch. I can't remember the rest. The tramp is still the champ.
Yeah. The whore who always wants more, or something like that.
She said, if Mercedes made one false move, she would eat her alive. Well, darling, you are delicious. And I believe Tony Storm did eat her pum pum.
Manny, I'm going to say this for the record, and I'm going to give Dynamite a strike. It's an unintentional strike. They didn't do anything. It's like an unforced error strike. I would rather watch you do Dynamite impersonations of wrestlers than actually watch Dynamite. Just saying.
I'm a man of many talents. I'm a man of many talents.
I would love to see you go back and forth with Hangman Page versus Tony Storm. Very many. Luther's out.
Well, her press conference was hilarious because she kissed Mercedes Moné in the match. She also licked the punana.
What?
At one point she was like, we got her up for a power driver.
Well, Manny, this show is over. I'm about to go. I'm about to figure this out.
And then one of her comments on that press conference was, all 4 of your lips.
You know, Tony's obscene and it's hilarious. It's just
he is obscene.
She's obscene.
She said, if you want seconds, from her lips to yours, this buffet is always open. But her tits are pointing to the future, Marcus. But she is interrupted by Athena and Billy Stark. She called Tony the wide-hipped heifer.
Yep. She was doing the Eric promo school. Next thing you know,
Yeah.
she's gonna be jumping. She's gonna do the eclipse off the bottom rope.
The wide-hipped heifer that no one cares to remember, because soon she will be the forever AEW champion. Says no one is around to help her with Luther out and Mina with a broken hand when she cashes in her contract. Tony said if she's able, she will bend her over the table because she is timeless.
Yes. Tony, it's ridiculous how much of a star. Like, as much as you might say everybody on the show does a good job and some promos and all that, Tony's above everybody. Just above everybody. There's so much charisma there. Her in that balcony in black and white with the red sprinkled in. The presentation is flawless. I wish we had more characters that was this complete on this show. And in WWE as well. Not just AEW. I'm just being interested.
Tony's charisma is on par with like The Rock in 98.
Yeah.
99.
It's really that good. It's really
It's
that
that
good. And
good.
you know what? Honestly, she's funnier than The Rock. Whatever.
Way
The Rock
funnier
would
than
just
The
say
Rock.
Donkey strudel or something stupid or some homophobic reference or something like that. And then it'd be like, okay. But Tony goes out there and I don't know what the fuck she's going to say next. I don't know how far she's going to go. I don't know if the censors are going to cut her off one day because everything is borderline something that shouldn't be said on television.
Because I don't know how you stand in the ring with her. It's kind of like Stanley Zane with the bloodline. I don't know how you stand in the ring with her and not smile. Because it's going to make you break.
You're going to break. As Levi says, Manny's old friend, Tony got the best promos in all of wrestling.
And he's not wrong.
He's not.
He's not wrong.
You want to hear?
I wouldn't say the best like of all wrestling. I think one of the best. I will update that statement with one of the best. I still there are other great talkers out there currently, like MJF in what he just did in like a backstage segment was still very good. That's the MJF we've been looking for weeks.
Yeah, he was yelling too much. When he started yelling, I kind of was like, I don't know what you're yelling for. He's like, "Go to bed," and I'm like, "All right, relax, man, relax. Hang around black people, man. Be cool." I feel Tony. I don't know if Tony has the depth that some of the other people like. She could just do maybe comedy, and it's entertaining. But I don't think she can cut a serious promo. Like she can't go out there and be John Cena and be like this down and all that. And
I think that's I think that's the allure of the character, though. Like if you recall when she was coming after Mariah May after Mariah May betrayed her.
Yeah,
where it was more dramatized. I think that's the character we're playing off. I think she's playing a character very well, and I think that's what I think that's kind of what's missing across all shows.
Yeah,
there isn't that great of a characters at this moment in time in pro wrestling other than Toni Storm.
Yeah, it's probably goes Toni Storm and Chelsea Green as people playing characters when you go like, oh shit, they're really good at this.
Yeah. The patriarchy basically said things. I didn't care.
So, no, Manny, this is a strike. This is two strikes.
For
Actually,
what?
I can give probably more. Nick Wayne, Mama Titties were just in the background. They need to go. They need to go away. I'm just saying, Mom, put your tits away. I don't know, Manny. I don't know how you are with your mom, but I know how I am with my mom. My mom was, if I'm at a school and I'm doing a rehearsal or something, my mom just back there, her titties are out, I'll be so embarrassed.
Rehearsal for what? What play you in?
The spring fucking summer dance.
What play were you in? And what were you? Tree number 4?
Well, I had no talent, Manny. They just put me in the background of things. I'm just saying, hypothetically, okay? Leave my talented ass alone as a child, okay? I had no hidden talents. And they normally put me in the back. But what I'm saying, if I'm doing a presentation or a read or a speech or something like that, that's in front of a classroom, I don't need my mom tits out like that. I'm just saying, it'd just be embarrassing. It'd just be embarrassing. This was a serious promo with 2 big distractions in the background of Big Way. That I was saying, you know what? This guy might do something one day in the industry. He's only 20 years old. He's called himself the Prodigy. He thinks the next Roxanne Perez. Yada, yada. Oh, there's 2 titties right there. I'm distracted. That's what all I'm saying. Get those old ass titties out of the way.
Nick Wayne was out there looking like a poor man's Kylo Ren.
Yes. He was. And what he had to do was kill Han Solo. Spoiler alert for the Star Wars The Force Awakens. I'm sure 90% of the world see it anyway. But he has to kill him. And, I'm looking forward to the nothing he's going to do without Christian. Especially Kip. What you gonna do, Kip? You weren't doing that when Christian was in the group. Kip, you ain't doing shit.
It's almost like Christian leaving them with like, okay, back to obscurity for you.
Yeah. To me, when it was Kip Sabian back there, I was like, oh, you're not Lexus King. Lexus King has this gimmick. You are fake Lexus King.
When they walked away, when Christian, when they took away, when he inevitably gave him the unprettier or the kill switch.
Yeah,
I think Tony Khan handed him Wardlow's number as he came through the curtain. Call him.
Oh, the cool leave. I'm glad my mom does a cosplay as Parker. Yeah, like you don't want that shit. Who wants that shit? I'm out there. Why? It's my big moment. My big solo promo. You out there, titties out, and then talking about how the man you were fucking couldn't get it up? What are you doing?
Marcus Okada took on some dude. I don't think they ever referenced this man's name.
I don't think he had a name.
They didn't mention his name at all.
I wish Okada go back to his New Japan music, but I'm sure there's probably some legal rights why he had to change it.
Probably.
I didn't like his music at all. I don't know. Maybe I got used to it.
Well, they tried to set up a new presentation of Okada, but like if they were really going to give him his music, I don't see why he wouldn't. Tony Khan pays for everything for everyone.
No, but I guess maybe this deal with New Japan isn't forever, and they're streaming on Max. Who knows if they have to change music out, similar to the WWE Network has to do stuff.
Yeah.
So they gotta start earning the rights to stuff. It sucks on both parts, but you gotta own the rights to certain things.
Okada wins, calls Swerve a bitch for doing what he did to the Young Bucks. Swerve comes out and is like, yeah, and what? What are you gonna do about it, bitch? And then Okada leave.
Strike. I'm okay with Swerve doing this, but I feel like what he was leading to was going for the world title. I don't know why he's going for the mid-card title, but fine. Let this happen. Whatever. It should be a solid match.
But this is
too
what
much Don Callis showed up.
This is what I mean. They haven't really established a contender for this Hangman style.
Yeah.
It's right off the pay-per-view.
And I'm giving the strike. Just too much Don Callis on the show. He was in every segment, except for the women's four-way.
Hangman, Adam Page, Mark Briscoe, and Powerhouse Hobbs takes on the Death Riders. Hangman pins Claudio. The Death Riders attack again after the match. As Darby watches on and causes distraction, allowing Hangman to hit a buckshot on Marks.
Yeah. So what's Darby's motivation again? I don't even know why he left. I know he went to go climb Mount Everest, but what was the story reason? Why? What's his beef with Mox? It's been so long.
Didn't he try to kill him?
Yeah, but he tried to kill Bryan Danielson. It's water under the bridge.
Like, wasn't that the whole time? Like he drove a car into him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think he did run him over. But come on, you're Darby Allin. You're not getting ran over. What are you doing? What are you doing in your spare time? But we had this main event, and nothing kind of was established. Hangman seen holding the trophy at the end of the show. Honestly,
half of these matches didn't need to happen. They could have actually put 2 of the matches, or maybe even 3 of the matches that were on All In on this, and it would have served more of a purpose than the actual this episode of Dynamite, because none of these matches actually really mattered.
Yeah, I mean, when they price tax the matches, they ain't about shit. Tony just like, we need to just do a show. We're not using anybody. We're not using anybody that was really used at the pay-per-view. We're just gonna do some mid-card shit. Here you go.
But this is a lot of the problem with a lot of the shows. They don't really carry on the momentum of the pay-per-view. I don't think they carried on the momentum of All In. And I don't think NXT really carried on the momentum of the Great American Bash.
No, I refuse to say NXT was anything other than the Great American Bash was anything but a spike show. But they didn't care about that show. In fact, they were more interested in TNA Slammiversary than they were actually their own Great American Bash. They showed little highlights here and there, but it was kind of it. Like, all right, we're moving on.
But yeah, let's move into NXT. It opens with Fatal Influence. So JC states. Things didn't go great for her at the great. What was the Saturday at Great American Bash?
The Great Muda and his bash.
Because certain members of Fatal Influence dropped the ball. Jasmine tried her best, but her best isn't good enough when you're standing next to JCJ. But luckily for them, they redeemed themselves at Evolution. She aims to walk out of TNA Slammiversary with both titles as she takes on Masha Slamovich. Masha states it took 4 of them to help her win at Evolution, claims that she will beat her on Sunday, but JC says she will not because she will and be the only one with 2 titles, but that prompts Sol Ruka to come out.
You damn right it did. Shit, stand up business, so shit, Masha gonna come out there and act like a black woman like you don't exist out there. You go and tell her. You tell the world you got 2 titles. One of them has never been on TV before. I'm just saying. That's the only news on Twitter. You're the only one that holds this title in public.
And what was it? Where are we? Sol puts her money on Masha to win at Slammiversary. Jasmine Nick spoke, but then this just ended up as a brawl.
Yeah. Shout out to Sol for bringing out that title and them setting up the 6-woman tag match to set up the Slammiversary.
No, Marcus, let me tell you something. This show gets a strike from me. You know how much I hate six-person tags in the first place. I hate tags too. Mike Santana comes out. They go to break. They confirm another 6-person tag during a six-person tag, which is outrageous. So Joe Hendry and Trick come out to take on Dark State. This just leads to the system from TNA coming out resulting in a DQ. I'm sure a DQ happened prior.
I was really upset with that too. I was love hearing about Booker T's love for the Sugar Man. That's the Sugar Man. That's the Sugar Man right there.
I saw someone comment about they can't take a name Saquon Sugar seriously, but I'm telling you, I'm taking that name so seriously.
Yeah, why can't you take Saquon seriously? You take Saquon Barkley seriously?
Because people think the name Sugars is like, oh, come on, Sugar.
Yeah, come on. There's so many Sugar Shane Mosley, Sugar Ray Robinson, Saquon Sugar, the Sugar Man. I would love that if he just goes by the Sugar Man at one point and just stop the Saquon. Sugar Man. I hate the end of this match. This is a strike.
So Carmen tries to tell Callie Armstrong to stay in her lane. Oh, you beat Natty. And she goes, oh, how about I talk to Ava and I'll take that title away from you. Callie's like, I don't back down from no one, girl. Go ahead and talk to Ava, bitch.
Yeah, you don't know who you are when you walk into the office. Like, I never know, Carmen Petrovich. I mean, yeah, that's right. I thought I said Slamovich, but Petrovich, yeah.
So we get Callie Armstrong versus Carmen Petrovich. Jordan Grace cuts this match short, taking out both women. She calls out Blake and claims she ain't leaving until she explains what she did. Victor Package plays. Blake Monroe despises everything about Jordan Grace and then tells us why she's better than Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace takes out Stevie Turner and Robert Stone and then gets in Ava's face.
You know,
Stevie went down. Stevie went down.
Stevie taking bumps again. Stevie made it to the ring, Manny.
Stevie's claiming to be the prime minister Marcus of Evolve.
That's a hell of a title she's giving herself right there. But yeah, I enjoyed it, and I thought it was a solid segment, and I like that we are cordially invited to Mariah May's NXT televised solo debut. Well, I'm sure Chaos will ensue.
Team Undertaker from LFG are backstage, and then Trick Williams gives them a reality check and tells them to get out of his way.
He cuts them off for no reason, and then their daddy calls him.
But Marcus
sits on television and goes like, Trick Williams fucking my guys up. He's talking mad shit.
Marcus, you have the Undertaker's telephone number, right?
Yeah.
If he rings you, you got the Undertaker's theme music playing? Or American Badass playing as his ringtone?
I'm not having American Badass. It's either 1, Limp Bizkit, rolling, or 2, it's just the regular gong and then his music hits. Because I feel like the gong would be like, ah, shit. Or it'd be Paul Bear going, oh, yes!
Nah,
Kane told me.
Mine would be Ministry Undertaker music, but
oh yeah,
That's the best Undertaker music ever for me.
With
With the guitar riffs, sickening.
So would your image also be of Undertaker, Ministry Undertaker, or would you be classic Undertaker? What image are you using?
Undertaker with the tear under his eye. Do you remember that that version of Undertaker when he murdered a man?
Yeah. Blood in, blood out Undertaker. OG Undertaker.
That Undertaker with the tear under his eye, that Undertaker was dangerous.
Yeah. Mine is going to be him carving up a casket.
Kamala.
Or honestly, it might just be a solo picture of the urn. Just there.
What's this say? I don't approve of the nickname Too Sweet. I once watched a prison movie called Penitentiary Free. That sounds like porno. With
Penitentiary Free. Never made it to 3.
Penitentiary Free with a guy named that he was beaten up by drug smoking little person.
Yeah. Penitentiary series, one of the best series you probably never seen, Manny. Again, I got to update you on this black culture ass movies.
Marcus, I'm tired of going to black school with you.
Penitentiary series.
People, black school with Marcus is not fun. He bangs on the chalkboard and expects you to know everything. How do you not know this?
How do you not know the historical context of this?
And then he throws the chalkboard marker at you.
Shit, ridiculous. How do you not know the ins and outs of love and basketball, Manny? Jesus. Have you ever seen that one? That's
no.
The movie that popped up. That's it. Next lesson: the history of Omar Epps. We're going through his whole filmography.
You watch when I give you Super Asian lessons. What? You ain't gonna like it.
Are they just a bunch of kung fu movies? And that's very racist of me.
No, it ain't.
No, Korean dramas. I get emotional.
Yeah, Korean dramas.
So emotional.
Ava tells Jasper Troy attacking Ricky Saints in a North American title match at the Bash was just a wrong choice. Ava clearly reprimanding him when she hasn't seen the whole thing because he was just standing there and they bumped into him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Levi. If this video gets more than 100, if we get 200 views for this video, Penitentiary 3 watch along will happen. Guaranteed.
You can't make me watch Penitentiary 3 if I haven't seen 1 or 2.
It don't matter, man. It's no order. It's not like it's gonna be the same actors. there ain't no through line. You just watch it. I don't even know what Penitentiary I watch.
But I think Jasper Troy needs to stop with the bend the knee shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That doesn't work. But he's gonna lose to Ricky Starks, right? Like, or Saints.
I think so.
So this guy's just getting his ass whooped every week.
Lash legend Jada Parker sets her sights on JC Jane or Masha Slamovich, both arguing who had the bigger pop at Evolution. I'm gonna have to say it was Jada.
It was Jada. Miss Parker. Lash had a good showing, but also I would like to say this. I don't need these women to fight anymore. I need them to team up. And I know you're saying teaming all the blacks together. Yes, I am.
No.
I want to put it with Naomi. I want to put it to proceed with caution.
Okay, if you're putting a
tag team, it should be teamed with Naomi.
I will allow that if you're putting them up on the main roster. I will not allow that if they're staying in NXT.
No, absolutely not. No, they're going to main roster with Naomi.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Proceed with caution will be their name.
Stacks versus Luca Crucifino and Tony D. We get promos of the birth of the Don, enter the underboss, rise and fall of the family. Do you know what didn't happen in any of this?
Right.
He basically said he brought in Rizzo and he brought in Crucifino because business was technically booming. These two amounted to nothing in this family. Yep.
And I'm upset that they cut out the La Madrina portion where he was making more money than he's ever had at those times.
And
he was top earner.
And if Rizzo was even part of this family, why wasn't she out there for this triple threat match?
She had to be impartial. I enjoyed the triple threat match. I enjoyed the vignettes leading into it. I would say this match should have been the main event since they were building it up instead of just putting it at the top of the hour. I don't see
this is the first finish. This is the first real finish of
Yeah.
NXT, and we're like maybe an hour and a bit into the show at this point.
Yeah, and also Triple H, every feud don't have to end in a triple threat match. This could have just been a singles match between the Don and Stacks. Luca didn't have to be involved in this, or if he was, have him on the outside, and you don't know whose side he's on, kind of deal, and just end it like that. But I don't see a future for any of these guys by themselves.
Well, this is the thing I'm gonna say. So Tony D Spears Stacks through the wall, puts Luca through the announce table, and then hits the spinebuster on Stacks for the win. I don't see the point of Tony D winning this feud when the others in it have not been elevated at all. Like, the whole point of you being in a stable is people are supposed to get some clout.
Yeah.
Stacks got nothing. Stacks maybe got something. Luca got nothing. Rizzo is probably going to have to lose the Italian accent and start doing things on her own now.
Yeah, she's going to Carmen Petrovich or something.
Yeah, Luca Cristofino, I don't know what the fuck he's going to do. I don't know if Stacks and Tony D are going to continue a blood feud going forward as like Italian mob bosses or whatever.
Yeah.
It's all bad going forward. It's like this, they shouldn't have gone this deep with the family.
Yeah, I think that they all look good in the ring for the most part, and but I just don't see it. Maybe Stacks could have something, but even then, I'm like, it's a stretch. I think they're all on their way out. I get them to the end of November.
So Ren explains why she threw in the towel for Tavion. She said, "Is it worth being injured than staying in the NQCC?" He said, "Look at Miles. He's getting his shot. That's what I want." I don't see him doing much. I don't see Miles doing anything.
Miles ain't doing shit. Last time I saw him, he was hanging around the Florida Gators.
But then they tabled the dispute because Ren is having a match next week, which we later find out is going to be against Blake Monroe.
Ren's about to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ren.
Now the biggest strike of strikes. Josh Briggs comes out there.
The strike that keep on striking.
He
claims all strikes.
He claims, Marcus, when Inamura has been here for a year or so, he gets an NXT title shot on a PLE. While he's been there for 4 years, having some of the best matches. His words.
I looked at that man right there, Manny. I looked at that man do my TV. I paused my TV. I looked that man in the eyes. And I said, "You don't believe that yourself. You know you don't believe that shit. You don't believe it, Josh. I want to look to your soul and tell you to give it all up. Give it all up. It ain't working for you. This ain't for you. Get a job at Walmart and Target or something."
So he's had the best matches and he hasn't sniffed an NXT championship match. Says Inamura is too nice and this is a cutthroat business. When you have a shot, you take it by any means necessary. Obafemi comes out, states because of Briggs' involvement, he's ruined everything with jealousy. Briggs says he's been taken to his limits every week and he's about to break and nothing lasts forever. Inamura comes out, "You can't speak for me, I am my own man." Oba says he deserves another shot. Briggs deserves nothing. Inamura says he will do what it takes to win, but he will do it with honor. Briggs suggests a triple threat match. No.
Please.
Marcus Briggs is going to be the new NXT champion.
No way.
Yeah.
No, Manny, I'm not going to buy it. NXT will be... I don't make these threats, but I will. NXT will get a 1 month ban from me. I will not watch NXT for 1 month if Josh Briggs is champion.
Marcus, basically what's going to happen is we're going to have the most beatable JCJ and the very beatable Josh Briggs.
Beatable ain't shitty. I feel like, say what you want about JC. She ain't Josh Briggs in the ring. She ain't. She's much better. She is much better.
But JC been doing this consistently for 4 years.
Yeah.
And shown improvement. Josh Briggs has been inconsistent and bad for 4 years.
Yeah, I was comparing Hank and Tank to Josh Briggs and Jensen, and now I feel bad for Hank and Tank for even thinking that. They've shown improvement.
Hank and Tank have improved. A lot.
Honk honk, god damn it. Honk,
Honk,
fucking
honk.
honk.
The
Goddamn
honkies.
honkies.
Snap. Fatal Influence versus Saru Kazaria and Masha Slamovich. Masha pins JC for the win. And that's it.
JC can't win the TNA title, can she?
No, we can't have a beatable champion representing TNA too.
So here's the dilemma with this. I believe Masha's going to win because they let Trick win the TNA World title, and I feel like it's only fair to say, hey, let us have the women's title. And it would make sense. This is why we put the title on JC Jane after we moved on from Stephanie Becerra. It would make sense that she didn't beat really anybody, and they've been describing her as beatable. However, JC Jane with 2 belts, double JJC, as you want to call her, or double belt JC. I can't see it, but it would be a shocker, and TNA got to get their win back. I don't know when they get it back. It'll be a dark day. And the only way
because you probably want
beat that night, Manny, is if rumored AJ Styles shows up and beat Trick Williams at Slammiversary.
Do you must know more about Masha Slamovich than I do.
Okay.
Do you think she's a good representative of being of NXT?
Yes.
Being the NXT champion.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, she's fits in the mold of. I think she's a better wrestler than and JC, and it's I would say she would fit right into the glory days of old NXT with the women's title. She'll be fun. But she's solid. She's solid.
But who do you see taking the title off her if she wins?
Well, it has to be someone in TNA, and I have to do more research and figuring that out.
No.
Oh, you mean the NXT?
Yeah.
Probably. There go Blake Monroe. She's a heel opposite.
Okay. And not either Lash or Jada. I want to see one of those two hold the title.
It would be
before
nice.
They go up.
Yeah, it'd be nice. But I don't see it right now. I feel like it's no matter how basic she is, it's Blake Monroe's division, and I think they would just give her the belt. Have everybody.
I don't think that's a wise move based on that. Based on that tag match alone that we saw. Based on that tag match alone that we saw at Great American Bash, she is not as good as people like to think she is.
It's not about the wrestling, Manny. Just look at Jay Cargill. It's about the name.
It is about the name, Marcus, but a lot of the time now these days, I think you need to back it up, which is why Jade is receiving so much criticism as of now. She has had the greatest presentation since coming in. She's barely doing it. Like, she's missing it. She has everything but it.
Yeah. But people react, Manny. That's all you want to do. Just people
react.
Not just for Jade, but just I'm talking about for Blake Monroe as well. I think it's going to get the numbers.
Blake Monroe even has stardom credits, Marcus.
Yeah.
And I saw her get in and out of that ring, and I was like, man, this is slow.
But only time we tell. Let's see what she does against Ren. I think Ren's a pretty good mechanic in the ring that can help her out. We'll see how that match goes.
I like watching Ren's days on Instagram.
It's fun. It's funny. Hello.
When she was talking about facing off against Blake, and she said her mum called her. It's like, oh, you're facing off against Sabrina Carpenter. It's like, no, they're completely different, Mum. Over here is Sabrina Carpenter, and right here is someone that's trying really hard, trying their best.
I haven't watched that Wednesday yet.
And then I retyped the word, wow, someone just trying their best. Got a like from Ren Sinclair, my best friend. Ren Sinclair, friend of the show, Ren Sinclair.
So I also read on the internet while we were preparing for the show earlier. This is the lowest rated NXT in about a year. They were going against the MLB All-Star Game. I don't know if that connects or not. But do you think NXT is losing some of their steam?
Yeah, but I think that's WWE's fault as a whole. And I think there's just too. I think last week going into this week with no break, there's just so much wrestling.
Yeah,
there has literally been too much wrestling in the last week. There's been wrestling every day. There's not been a break.
No, we still have not stopped. I mean, TNA is tonight.
TNA's tonight.
And then you got SmackDown Friday, and then we're going to Saturday.
No. See, most
Collision,
people.
and you got Sunday if you want to count FG as a show.
Not everyone watches TNA. Not everyone watches TNA, so this is technically your break. But but like if you go from last week, you had Raw, you had NXT, you had AEW Dynamite and Evolve. Then you had Collision on Thursday. You had SmackDown on Friday. You had,
You got about Supercard of Honor. I know you counting that TNA if nobody watching it, but
no, that was Friday. That was Friday. So Supercard of Honor if you watched it. Then you had AEW All In. You had Saturday's main event, Great American Bash, and then Sunday you had Evolution. Monday again you had Raw, had NXT on Tuesday, and then Dynamite yesterday. If you choose to watch TNA, you're watching TNA again. And then SmackDown. So your first real break is Saturday.
Well, it's Collision.
Oh fuck! Collision's on. Yeah, you ain't got that break. It's too much wrestling to digest. It's too much. Like I told you, I joked when I said AEW All In made me dislike wrestling for a bit. It did. It was just too much.
Yeah. There's not more to see. You know what? Go out there, man. Take a break. Go see a movie or
go touch grass, people.
Yeah, go touch grass. You know what, wrestling fans? I know this may be maybe hard to hear. You don't even have to go outside, man. Just go take a shower. Go wash your ass. That's all you gotta do. Just get that out the way.
Yeah, they're just way too much to consume right now. So I appreciate them putting on all these shows, but I think the oversaturation right now, I think, is killing wrestling. I think WWE are going to be their own downfall.
$17,000 to take. Jonathan Coachman was criticizing them for the San Diego stuff. $17,000 for a ticket to go watch WWE Survivor Series War Games.
$17,000.
That's the one of the highest prices. That's the highest price right now. I'm going. First of all, you rich. Elon Musk is even going, hey, let's chill on that. Yeah. Jeff Bezos said that's too much.
They're killing their own business by doing this. Like even the shady booking of booking around the AEW shows, they're oversaturating the product. People are going to get tired of it. People are just going to get like
broke. Times are going to get tough too.
Broke. Overstimulated is the word I'm looking at. Overstimulated when you watch it. I felt it over this weekend. I was like, Monday, I was just like, I need a break.
You know what it feels like? Hungover. Why did I go so hard this weekend? Why did I drink so much?
It's going to continue.
Trying to prove, and you just hungover, and you're like, fuck. Yeah.
It's going to continue. It's going to happen on AEW Forbidden Door weekend as well. It's just too much.
SummerSlam weekend, 2 nights of that. Who knows how long those shows are going to go? And
I think those are going to be like 3 hours and a half to 4 hours. I think we're going to be fine with that. But I don't know how much build you're going to get to that in 3 weeks.
Yeah, less than 3 weeks. Not 2.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
19 days from Monday.
2 weeks, and then you got to throw in the fact that Seth Rollins is injured or allegedly injured, depending on because he looked a lot fine sitting behind a table on the Rich Eisen show yesterday.
Well, I have my main events for both nights. I go night 1, the Rhea Io, almost called a Trinity Fatu for whatever reason, but Naomi match, and then night 2 will be Cody versus Cena.
Well, Cody versus Cena has to. And I think Cody wins the belt because John needs his redemption arc now. But you're not putting Jade in the main event.
By the way.
You're not putting Jade in the main event.
No. Jade starting the show, and I hope we forget it. Although you know what, maybe they can carry it to a really solid match.
The only way you're gonna forget, Mark, is if you do a 6-hour show.
That's why the Men in Black needs to stop fucking around. Sell us neuralizers. Sell us neuralizers. Just come out and be like, it seems like we need it for these days. We need to forget things. We need to forget things, and we need to forget them fast. Like, I need to forget Penitentiary 3 so I can rewatch it again and watch it like it was for the first time. Or it will be for the first time. I don't know these things. I don't know. But I'm sure if I put it on, I was like, oh, I've seen this one.
So yeah, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We'll be back with Eric on Saturday to review SmackDown and then whatever he has planned for the show. We did get the text that he's finalizing whatever the rundown is going to be. So it'll be interesting.
I hope he brings in a mime and just says, we're gonna do mimes, guys. I put 5 mimes on the show, and they're gonna give their wrestling take.
I would hire the monkeys from Superman.
Oh man, they would improve our social media. Hashtag super shit.
But yeah, next week, I think, is it next week or is it the week after Fantastic Four comes out?
Fantastic Four. Is that? Oh, I think come up the week I'm not gonna be able to do the show.
Oh.
But you know what? We will have a review for the Fantastic Four. Could this be the one where the F finally will not be in the name of Fantastic, and we will actually say, this is actually good. This is favorable. Manny, give your lukewarm review of Fantastic Four right now, just real quick. What would it be? What would be passable for you? Where you could be like, I walked out there and I didn't die? What would be
I don't know what's possible.
It's starting like a Jade match at this point. You're already thinking, oh, this isn't going to go right. This is going to be terrible.
It doesn't even have Jessica Alba, so how are we going to rank this movie?
Hold on. You don't know that yet. We do the multiverse now here, Manny. Maybe she's involved somehow.
She's not.
If she is, they get a star rating for no reason because Jessica Alba is like a billionaire for her makeup and just gave up acting. I mean, she wasn't really acting before, to be honest. Let's be honest with you.
I'm taking a wrestling break to play Donkey Kong.
Like from the original Donkey Kong?
No, the Switch 2 version, I'm assuming.
Is the Switch 2 version there's a new Donkey Kong?
Yeah, the new Donkey Kong coming up.
Fucking Nintendo with all the same games over
and over. I got Stellar Blade yesterday, which came out last year. Marcus, I just realized how difficult that game was, and within 40 minutes, I was like, maybe I stop this.
I don't even know what that is. No clue. Not the slightest. But I'll tell you this: what's it called, Stellar Blade?
Yeah.
Wanted to have a speech at the end of their game, I would watch it before I watch Bill Goldberg any day of the week.
Fuck Bill Goldberg.
Fuck Bill Goldberg. And I watched the end of Penitentiary 3, the end of the trilogy, when they finally finished the story of what it's like to be in a penitentiary boxing ring. You finish it, I'll watch the speech of Sugar. I'm just saying.
Let's watch this again.
I pressed the wrong button. I'm so sorry!
Oh my God!
Bitch.
What?
I was like, something was. I just noticed this now that's not on Kyle's face.
That's Bret Hart's face. How did you not realize that?
Face. I just realized that now.
Why did you think I put that on the show?
I didn't realize that was Bret Hart's face. It's even funnier because I was. God damn you, phone. I thought that was on Kyle's. I looked up like, what's on Kyle's face here? And I was like, that's Bret Hart's face. Fucking AI. Levi have a prediction. Diddy will pay for $17,000 ticket. Why not? I can sell him a ticket. Although, Again, my edgy promotion. Diddy could be involved, man. He could be a manager. Square Baby will help people and be like that. Damn deal, he did it again. He did it the match. He did it the match.
I need Diddy the Diddler to be much like Stokely in AEW.
Oh yeah.
Just annoying.
I think there'll be 100% the same character.
Oh, speaking of Stokely gives a great promo too, by the way.
Yeah, he's fun. He's entertaining. I forgot what he said this week to the crowd when they were saying something to him. He just responded and all that. Get him, Stokely.
Something about Hathaway.
Oh, it was Hathaway's his last name. He was saying that, that's you guys sound like the Hathaways home in the middle of a family reunion because they were saying shut the fuck up or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but it was a good line. But yeah, Manny, Flash Tony Storm. Let's end this show. I gotta eat and shit and sleep.
Tony Khan will pay for his crimes.
By the way, you put Diddy face over that one. That's a scandal. I know what's going on, but it's just Tony Khan's a habitual line step. What did he say about Bryan Danielson? Can't remember it. Dick riding without a license or something.
Oh, yeah, we still have that.
And the worst crime you can commit is dick riding without a license.
Yes.
Well, there's
Bigger than murder. I should have made the background right here black and white too. I'm upset about that. Anyway, send the show.
Yeah, we out here.
Rest well, bitch, Goldberg. Rest well.
That video is subscribe. If you don't like Bill Goldberg, you better hit the like button.
Yeah. And just put hate.
Consider it a curb stomp on Bill Goldberg. Do it for Brett. Brett!
Do the